just have gotten off to terrible starts, so you're playing uphill the whole time. Be nice tonight from the Lady Topper perspective to get off to a good start.
Our game is underway from Diddle Arena tonight. Lipscomb has it first, and will be working it from right to left. Sia will dribble over on the right side, and Foster goes for a steal out front. Sorrentino grabbed it, goes deep on the wing for a long bomb from the left side, and it's knocked down by Pearson.
Well, that's what they do well. They are a tremendous three-point shooting team. They have nobody on the floor that shoots below 33%.
WKU ball down 3-0. Pass comes to the top of the key to Foster. Lipscomb in a player-to-player defense. Coming down to the corner for a long bomb in the corner. That is misfired. Rebound put back up and in by the shortest player on the court. Lexi Mead drops it in on an offensive rebound.
And that's what she does well. She just has a tremendous nose for the ball and a really good offensive rebounder for her size and being a point guard.
Holcomb being guarded by Meredith. In between the circles now to Sorrentino. Backdoor bounce pass punched away by Mead. Retrieved by Lipscomb. Cross-court pass to an open three by Holcomb, and she drills it from left to the key.
And that's that good point guard play, too. That's a nice pass by Sia that time to an open Holcomb.
It is 6-2 Lipscomb. Here's Mead between the circles. He's guarded by Sia. Good matchup there. Bouncing it softly to the top of the key to Foster. Back to Sia. Down in the left corner, the pass goes to Pitts. Pitts hands it off now to Foster. Dribbles to the baseline, cut off. Looks to go inside. Dumps it nice into Givens. Puts it up and off the iron. No good. Gilvin missed it from about 3 feet away, but she steals the ball. She gets it back. A no-look flip pass, and it's put up and in by Mead.
And that's what Gilvin does well. She is long, and she gets her hands on a lot of balls that time.
8:31 to go in this first half. A little pressure in backcourt by Meredith, forcing a turnover from Sia.
That's the other thing, too. In order for the Lady Toppers to establish their press, they need to make baskets, and they are really, really good when they can get their defensive set.
McGowan is in for Lipscomb, 5'7" sophomore. Here's on the right of the key, front court is Foster. Dribbles it to her left to the top of the key against Sorrentino. Throws it deep now to the point guard, Mead. Mead on the right wing. Lobs it cross court, grabbed there by Meredith on the left wing. She'll come baseline to the hole, and a foul on the drive against Lipscomb.
That's a good matchup over there. It's Sorrentino, their best player, 18 points a game, long 6'2", versus Maya Meredith.
8:15 to go first quarter. Lipscomb out 6-4 on the strength of a couple of three-pointers. Meredith will make the inbounds pass to the baseline. Does in the corner to Mead. Fakes a jumper. Comes in deep. Out to the top of the key. Pitts fakes a jumper. Dribbles left. Fires it behind her. Grabbed there by Foster. Foster goes cross-court to Mead. Right at the key. Looking at Foster. Top of the key. Back to Mead for a bomb. No good. Too long. Rebound of Sorrentino inside for Lipscomb. Lets the traffic clear and hands it off. And Bisons will walk at front court. And Pearson is knocked down to three. Will bring it across the timeline and nearly traveled. There's a pass on the left side to Holcomb. Holcomb on the wing to the top of the key. Bump by Foster, no foul. Cross-court pass comes to Vincent. Vincent a long three from the right wing, right in front of the Lady Topper bench. And like you pointed out in the pregame show, John, this team can rattle in threes. They've hit 3 of them, and they lead at 9-4. Yeah, pass inside, knocked away. WKU ball in the baseline under the basket.
Yeah, not only have they hit 3 threes, but by 3 different players.
Holcomb, Benson, Pearson have all hit threes. WKU Hilltopper team tied a college basketball record earlier this year. They had 9 different players make a 3 in the game. Pass comes inside to Meredith. Oh, great look. Meredith missed a shot under the rim. Picked up inside by Mead. Back out top of the key to Foster. She'll come left with the dribble. Down in the corner. It's thrown to Gilvin. Back now on the wing to Pitts. Works it back out front to Mead. Lexi Mead. Dribbling to the free throw line. She stops. She leans. She throws a hook pass to the corner to Foster. The lefty fires a 3. It's long, and the backside rebound's pulled down by McGowan for Lipscomb. McGowan coming down the right sideline with Mead right on her. 7 minutes to go first quarter. Lipscomb up 9-4. Here, Vincent out high. She's a 6'2" post player. Now in the wing to Holcomb. Dribbles to the top of the key. Over down the right wing to McGowan. McGowan dribbles to the free throw line and stops for a 12-foot jump shot. It's on the rim and in. McGowan averaging 9 points a game off the bench, and Lipscomb's out to an early 11-4 lead with 6:44 to go in the half, or first quarter rather. Pitch to Mead, top of the key to Foster. Lipscomb staying in the player-to-player defense. Over down the right side to Gilvin. Gilvin out the top of the key to Meredith to the right block, and she's fouled off the bounce. That'll be McGowan's personal. And twice early on, John, Meredith's been able to penetrate, forcing fouls by Lipscomb.
Yeah, that's twice that's happened. On the other end, Lipscomb has not missed a shot.
Let's hope that does not continue.
I hope not.
Mead throws it deep to Foster at half court. Now to Meredith on the red towel. Deep now to Gilvin. Holds the ball, lobs it into the paint. Oh, beautiful look. It's caught by Foster, and she lays it in. A terrific lob pass from Gilvin.
That's Gilvin's second assist. That was a mismatch down on the post that time. Foster got a guard on her that time.
6:15 left in the quarter. It's 11-6. Lipscomb by 5. Gilvin all over McGowan with the dribble. Bounce pass coming cross court. Meredith almost picked it. It's retrieved now by Vincent. She comes cross court to Holcomb, and on her is Meade. Holcomb dribbles and stops. Left to the key to Sorrentino. She's double teamed. Gilvin coming over to help. Down in the corner. The pass comes to the driving Vincent. She's cut off. Back on the wing. Three-pointer fake. Holcomb steps in. 14-footer. Bullseye.
5 for 5.
It's 13-6 Lipscomb. Long pass. Gilvin caught it. Laid it in on the other end. You're right, John. She does a little bit of everything.
Oh, she is a heck of an athlete. Really good defensive player, but she is really, really good at getting down on the floor. Good pass that time by Lexi Meade.
All-state track and field star and cross-country performer, as well as a basketball player. 13-8, Lipscomb by 5. Pass comes inside. Gilvin almost stole it. Sorrentino grabs it from the right block and banks it up and in. And this Lipscomb team has not missed a shot yet. They are 6 for 6. First 2 points for Sorrentino. In the left corner to Meredith. Lipscomb up 15-8. On the left wing to Foster. Foster with a dribble to the left block. Fires a pass. Cross court is caught. Here's the three by Gilvin. Bullseye.
When that goes in for her, she can be a tremendous player. She's not known as a shooter, but if you just saw her rotation, got good rotation. I think it's just confidence.
5 minutes gone by in the quarter. Lipscomb winning 15-10 over WKU here at Diddle Arena tonight. Holcomb hands it off on the right wing to Pearson. Pearson bouncing it down low to Sorrentino. Under the rim, lays it up and in with the left hand. And Greg wants a timeout.
Yeah, that was a great dump down pass that time to Sorrentino. And Sorrentino is strong. She's lanky but strong down on the block.
4 minutes, 44 seconds left in this first quarter. Lipscomb hasn't missed a shot yet. Bison 17, Lady Toppers 10. This is Hilltopper basketball from Learfield. Early on, Lipscomb has been absolutely perfect on offense. They've made every shot they've taken.
Yeah, they're 7 out of 7. It's not like the Lady Toppers are shooting bad. They're 5 out of 10, just haven't made a 3. You know, it's been pretty impressive offense by both teams.
The Gilvin corner shot I called a 3 was actually a 2-foot on the line. So it's now 17-10, not 17-11. Lady Tops get the ball out of bounds, and Blevins open for a 3. She just checked in. She missed it. Offensive rebound tracked down in the corner by Meade. She fires it inside to Gilvin, and Gilvin's fouled before the shot. Yeah, good hustle by Meade.
Yeah, that was great hustle by Meade and great awareness, too, to spot Gilvin.
That'll be on Holcomb, her first. Pass on the right wing now to Meade. Bouncing it to Foster, back to Meade. Down in the corner. And Blevins with the ball. Bouncing across court to Gilvin for fall-away. Jump shot from the left block. Just missed it as a wedge behind the backboard and the rim. And it's rebounded by Holcomb. Holcomb works it up on Gilvin. 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Gilvin slipping a little bit. Holcomb not able to get by her, though. McGowan back to Holcomb. Now over in the left wing. They work the ball around in the perimeter. Captured there by Pearson. She has the three-pointer. She'll dribble from the left wing to the right wing and hand it off now to Holcomb. And she's being guarded tightly by Faustino's in the game for the Lady Tops. Open look in the left corner for a three-point jump shot. And they finally missed. McGowan missed it. It's a foul on rebound for Faustino. Works it down the right side. And that's Faustino now with the ball. The rebound was taken down by Blevins. Foster bombing a 3 left to the key on the rim and off. Pulled down by Holcomb for Lipscomb.
It's a good 3. Good shot by Jalen Foster. She's a good three-point shooter, about 38%. Wide open, just missed it.
Gilvin guarding Holcomb out top. Going backdoor and making the catch is Pearson. It's knocked out of bounds by Gilvin, who's everywhere defensively. It'll be Lipscomb ball on the baseline. And the shot clock's at 17 seconds here in this opening quarter. 3:29 to play in the quarter. Lipscomb out early with a 17-10 lead. They've hit 7 of their first 8 shots. Pearson will make the inbounds pass.
And they're not overly quick, but they run their stuff extremely well.
Lob pass between the rings to Sorrentino. Hands it deep now to Sia. Sia to the left block. She's cut off by Gilvin. Gilvin out front. Ball is faked. The shot is faked by Head. She works it to the right, now gives it up. Now to Sorrentino. Backdooring in the corner, and it's picked off. It was read nicely and intercepted by Macy Blevins. Like a safety in football.
Yeah, it was a good read by Macy.
Blevins fakes it 3, steps to the foul line for a 15-footer. It's on the rim and off, and Sorrentino has the Lipscomb rebound. Sorrentino's averaging 8 rebounds a game. Sia brings it front court, crossing over. Goes a pass in the left corner, now on the wing. There's a 3 near by Pearson. That's no good. Long rebound tracked down by Sorrentino over on the right sideline for Lipscomb. Reaching in and tying her up nicely, though, is Faustino. So Sorrentino with a height advantage brought that ball down. And all of a sudden, Faustino arrives on the spot and ties her up, and it'll be Lady Topper basketball.
Yeah, Teresa's been playing well. She had 16 points against Missouri and followed that up with double figures against Miami. Playing well.
Here's a player I like to watch play.
I do too. I'm a big fan of Acacia Hayes. I think she could be really, really special.
Hayes bring the ball up in the front court. Now over in the right wing to McBride. She checks into the game for the first time. Gilvin has the ball in the perimeter, looking in the corner, nobody there. Oh,
Great
fires
pass.
a great pass low. Hayes caught it. It's good. She's fouled, and it counts. What a beautiful delivery from Gilvin.
Yeah, you don't see that on Sunday in the NFL. That was a one-handed diagonal pass. Great pass, freshman to freshman. I don't know how she made that pass.
I have no idea. Hayes will go to the free throw line. She's out of Riverdale High School out of Murfreesboro. They have an outstanding program, don't they?
They've got a great program, and all three of her sisters played at Middle, and now they're all three at Middle at Mississippi State.
Hayes misses the free throw. She's 7 of 9 this year. It's 17-12. Lady Tops down by 5. Head dribbles to the paint off from the left wing, and she's fouled off the move. And that'll be the first Lady Topper foul of the game, I believe, and that'll be on Faustino.
Well, that's something they've been working on.
That's for sure.
After the disaster at Cornell with all the fouls, just to have one so far is a win.
Lady Tops are averaging 24 personal fouls a game. They're now in a zone. Here's a pass on the left wing to Holcomb, and she rattles it in from deep on the left wing.
Yeah, she shot 37% last year, 36% this year. She's got a nice stroke.
20-12. Lady Tops down by 8. Faustino dribbles to the right block, goes up and under, missed a shot. McBride got a hand on the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and the Lady Tops will keep possession of it. Under the basket, front court on the baseline with a brand new shot clock. Nope, I'm sorry, Lipscomb ball. So Lipscomb possession backcourt.
I think both teams thought it was the Lady Topper ball.
Gilvin is out. Meredith back in. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. And the pass comes in backcourt to Sia. She'll work it up against the defense of Hayes. Hayes is lightning quick.
She is. When Hayes and Josie Gilvin are on the floor, that is two good defenders.
Wraparound pass goes to Vince at the top of the key. To the right block, goes in the traffic, cut off by McBride with help defense. Cross-court pass comes to Mahid. She launches a left to the key three, and it's no good, and McBride will rip it down. The Roanoke, Virginia native. Hayes front court, gets the ball top of the key to the foul line, to the left block. She's cut off. She throws a cross-court pass to the right side to Faustino. She looks inside, she dribbles left, she's at the free throw line area, and there's a push and a foul on Molly Head. So right now, Lipscomb has picked up 5 first quarter fouls. The Lady Tops only have 1, and the Lady Tops are in the bonus as Teresa Faustino goes to the free throw line where she's made 5 out of 6 this season. She'll shoot a pair. That's perfect.
This is one of the slight differences between the men's and women's game, and it's something that I think personally, I hope the men eventually go to it, where you get 5 fouls per quarter, and then it kind of reshuffles each quarter, and it prevents somebody from shooting free throws for an entire half sometimes.
Head in the corner, nails a 3 over Meredith.
Again, that's the penetration that time from the point guard, and just a perfect pass to the corner.
Lipscomb now up 10, 23-13. Here's Hayes in between the circles and McBride. Over now deep on the right to Blevins. Faustino, bounce pass inside, knocked away by Lipscomb. It's on the floor and a foul, and it's going to be on Blevins of WKU. Blevins with a foul. Lady Topper turnover. 59 seconds are left in the first quarter, and right now Lipscomb is just on fire. They lead by 10, 23-13. They've already hit 5 3-point shots.
And that's not going to help that 68-43 first quarter margin.
Oh, no, that's for sure. Sia bouncing it out front to Holcomb. Now to Head in between the circles. Back to Holcomb, left to the key. Fakes right, comes left to the wing, and shoots a jump shot and makes it.
Alive. Whatever they got on that island in Hawaii is working pretty well.
Holcomb, 25-13. Cross-court pass picked off by Head. Driving down on Hayes, much taller than Hayes. She went up over Hayes, and Head lays it in. And Lipscomb has a 27-point first quarter. 25 seconds are left. Hayes bouncing at the McBride between the circles. Shot clock is off. Levins deep on the right side.
Yeah, should take the last shot. Like to get the last shot right around 6 seconds where you can at least get the rebound if you miss it.
Faustino dribbling to the left corner, to the left baseline. We're down to 8 seconds. McBride with a set shot and makes it. from the left wing.
It's her first field goal of the year.
27-15. Here's a behind-the-back dribble by Sia. She falls down as the first quarter ends. She was in between the red towel logo at the top of the key in front court and slipped and fell. Lipscomb, though, with a terrific quarter. Lipscomb, after one quarter of play at Diddle Arena, leading WKU 27-15. We'll have more Lady Tops basketball action right after this from ESPN Radio and Learfield. Randy and John back with you. Brad is with the WKU volleyball team. They are preparing for the NCAA tournament in Lexington. Their first match is on Thursday. And what stands out is they're shooting from Lipscomb, John, 11 of 14.
78%. That's pretty impressive. They are 11 out of 14, 5 out of 8 from 3. And, I mean, they are lightening it up. Plus, they're out-rebounding the Lady Toppers 10 to 5. The difference in the game right now is shooting. Lady Toppers are 0 for 5 from 3. The other team's 5 of 8. So that means you're behind 15 to nothing just from the three-point line.
Hurd will make the inbounds pass to Sia, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Hayes out front now in a half-court press. Lady Tops play much of that this year?
Yeah, oftentimes they extend it. It turns into a matchup, and they're pretty good at it, to be honest with you. I think it's a good move because they are really difficult to guard in their man. They got great motion offense. I think it's probably a good switch.
McBride just blocked a shot from McGowan, went into the paint off the dribble, went up for a jumper, and McBride blocked it out of bounds. Lipscomb gets it back with 16 on the shot clock. The inbounds pass comes to the leaping Sorrentino. Sorrentino back to Sia, left of the key to the left block. She's under the rim. She bounces the ball deep in the corner to McGowan. McGowan back out to Hurt. Cross-court pass to the red-hot Holcomb. Bullseye from deep.
Give her 13 points. She's 3 out of 3 from 3. And to be honest with you, most of them are open looks, too.
It's now 30-15. Lipscomb has doubled up WKU early on. Levin's behind. McBride missed the long three-pointer from the right wing. And Holcomb brings it down. Holcomb now to Hurd, front court. Bobbled the ball. It's now picked up by Meredith for WKU. Meredith on the right wing in the front court. Maya lost the ball off her knee. She saves it nicely, though. Picked up by Hayes now on the right wing. She looks inside. She goes cross-court. Faustina. Now top of the key to McBride. Back to Faustino. Faustino to the left block. She's stopped. She's twisting. She's looking. She will try to throw it inside. Nobody there. Now leaves it in the corner, and it's picked off. Picked off there by McGowan. Make that Holcomb. Holcomb on the right side to Hurt. She'll launch a three over Hayes, and she makes it. Goodness gracious.
7 out of 10 from 3.
33-15. Lipscomb by 18 points. Meredith between the circles in front court. Faustino on the left wing. Cross courts it now to Hayes. Hayes is guarded by Sia. Hayes will work it toward the top of the key and stop. Over to right wing to Faustino. Set shot in the air. In and out. Look good. Didn't go. Sia rebounding for Lipscomb. Sia through a double team. McBride knocked it away. McBride gets it to Hayes. Sia can't catch her. And Hayes lays it in. McBride's made some nice plays in a few minutes she's been in the game.
She is. Made the jumper and got the back tip that time that led to the score.
It is now 33-17. And Lipscomb would like to take a timeout. Lauren Sumsky asking for time. 8 minutes, 4 seconds left. Second quarter, and Lipscomb's in front 33-17. We'll take a break. 8:04 to go in the half. Lipscomb 33, Lady Toppers 17. This is Hilltopper basketball from Learfield. Lipscomb continuing to lead. They're up 33-17 behind 13 of 17 shooting.
7 out of 10 from 3, and Jalen Holcomb is just on fire. She's got 13, has not missed a shot. And, it's if you're just watching the game, it's pretty impressive to watch this shooting performance by Lipscomb.
Holcomb's averaging just a shade under 17 points per ball game. Sorrentino has the ball for the Bison's front court. She throws a backdoor bounce pass to Holcomb, had it punched away from behind on a nice steal by Meade. Meade front court to Blevins, down in the right corner to Meredith. Meredith being guarded tightly by Vincent. Now back in the hands of Meade. Last year, Meade had a terrific freshman season. 6th all-time in assists for a WKU freshman. Here's Blevins in the key. Fake the jump shot. Around to the right to Meredith. She works to the right. Went right through a double team. Put it up too hard off the window. And it's pulled down by Lipscomb's Sorrentino. Sorrentino gives it up now to Vincent. Down the left sideline comes a 6'2" player. Back in the hands of McGowan. McGowan to the foul line in the paint. Throws up a circus shot with the right hand for the left side and missed it. And it's retrieved by Meade flying front court. Behind her now to Savory, checks in for the first time. Out to an open Foster. Top of the key bomb is no good. Big block out inside by McGowan. She just absolutely wiped out Meade. and the ball goes out of bounds to Lipscomb.
Again, probably the difference in the game. Lipscomb is 7 out of 10 from 3. The Lady Toppers right now are 0 for 8.
Down 21 right there. Down 16 on the scoreboard, down 21 and made threes. Lipscomb has it, throwing it low. It's picked off nicely by Foster. Foster gives it up to Meade, and Meade will bring it front court. Foster has it between the circles. Meredith on the right wing with it. Back out top to Savory. She's averaging a shade under 3 points per ball game right now. Foul line to Meredith. Squares up, 15-footer airborne, and in! Quick trigger as she made that catch, turn around and stuck the 15-foot jump shot.
Yeah, that's the Virginia transfer. That's Pitts, and she can score from 3, and she's a pretty good mid-range player.
Yeah, Pitts, not Meredith. My apologies. It's 33-19. Here's McGowan on the right wing. McGowan, left-handed cross-court pass, caught there by Pearson. Levens is on here. She comes right at the key with a bounce. Stops, looking inside. Bounce pass inside. A dangerous one. It was picked up by Sorrentino, though. Foster went for the steal and missed it. She misses the shot. It's punched out of there by Meade, and it's retrieved by Pitts. Pitts to the left block, lays it up. No good, but a foul. Pitts will shoot 2.
That was a good drive by Pitts, but that was a smart play on the other end by Lexi Meade. She couldn't get the rebound, but she got it. She punched it out, like you said, and that set up the fast break.
5 minutes, 54 seconds left second quarter. Levens will leave, and Gilvin is in for the Lady Tops. And at the free throw line will be Pitts, averaging 8 points per ball game, 3 rebounds. Former 6A high school player of the year in Virginia. Her free throw is no good. Don't know if you're a rock and roll fan, but one of my favorite rock and roll artists has a song called Aaliyah, Donnie Iris.
That's exactly right. That's a good point.
Love is Like a Rock,
yes.
King Cool, and Aaliyah. Pitts makes the second free throw. And it's now 33-20. Lipscomb up by 13 points. 5:50 to go here in the first half from Diddle Arena. McGowan brings it front court against the defense of Savory. Backs away to the top of the key. Left-handed pass over now on the wing to Vincent. Vincent guarded by Pitts, throws it over. Pitts down low. Sorrentino made the catch, put it up. She's hit on the elbow by Meade and fouled, and she lays it in.
Yeah, that was a tough ball screen right there. Bella Vincent is 6'2", and she was the ball handler. Aaliyah Sorrentino 6'2", so I would have probably tried to switch that if you can, but that was a nice screen roll. Hard to defend, 6'2" on 6'2".
Sorrentino was 6, looking for a 7th point, and it's off the iron to the right and no good. It's pulled down by Pitts. Here's Gilvin, hard to the right block, went right by everyone and missed a wide open layup. Vincent rebound, Lipscomb running the other way. Holcomb with a dribble, goes out front for a three-pointer in here by Vincent, and it's no good. Pulled down, though, by McGowan and Lipscomb on the left wing.
I'm shocked when they miss a 3.
Gilvin guarding McGowan. Lobs it deep down the right side to Vincent. Vincent to the top of the key. Crossing over with the dribble. Goes a pass to a cutting player. Coming in for the right corner to make the catch and laying it in is Molly Hurd.
Yeah,
they move well without the ball, John.
Absolutely. We overplayed the corner that time, and she back-cut it perfectly. They're well coached.
Lipscomb leading by 17 points. Here's Pitts. Going to the left baseline, back out to Foster. She dribbles left. She's cut off. Savory has it out front. Here's a 3 on the right side by Meade. It's off the back of the iron, and it's pulled down inside by McGowan. And reaching in and fouling her will be Jalen Foster for WKU.
Yeah, it's a bad foul by Jalen. She has to stay in the game. 14 points, 9 rebounds. You don't want to foul 90 feet away from the bucket.
Foster with a quiet start so far tonight. She's only managed a pair of points. Lob pass comes in backcourt, and here comes Holcomb. Holcomb working on a 13-point game. She'll back her way into the front court, guarded tightly by Meade. Meade's in her pocket. Holcomb stops right at the key, barking out signals like her father did for 13 years in the NFL. Pass comes at half court, nearly stolen. Sorrentino gets it. Honors Foster like a shirt to the crazy cross-court pass, and it's grabbed by McGowan. McGowan to the paint, throws it up on the run. It's good. She's fouled, and it counts. She was dribbling from right to left, went up from the free throw line with the shot clock expiring. Heaved one, it went in, and she was fouled.
Yeah, that was one of those possessions where Western Kentucky played good defense, to be honest with you. Really played better defense than that offense, but that was a tough shot. But, you know, when you're kind of on a roll right now, a lot of those shots go in.
Meade's foul, and at the free throw line is McGowan. She has 4 points, and Lipscomb's up 39-20. Make it 40-20, her 5th point.
And McGowan, a transfer from Murray, played 23 games at Murray.
20-point Lipscomb lead. They've scored 7 straight. Gilvin throws it back door. Savory now on the left baseline to pitch. She muscles her way in off the dribble, and she's bumped and fouled by Holcomb. Second foul on Holcomb. Pitts, a 6-foot junior out of Maryland, had 19 points and 5 boards in the Hilltop Lady Toppers win over Miami earlier this year. She made 7 of her 10 shots.
Well, maybe that'll slow down, hopefully, from a Lady Topper perspective, Holcomb. She goes out with 2 fouls.
Foster to Pitts out front. Gilvin now right at the key. Holds the ball above her head. Lobs it back out top to the lightning-quick Hayes. Hayes cross-courts it to Savory. Lobs it inside to Foster. A little too high for the leaping Foster, and it goes out of bounds. Savory over the outstretched arm of Foster jumped high in here and tried to retrieve it. It's a Lady Tops turnover, and we'll step out. It's time for a break, brought to you by Tartar Realty, serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. Tartar Realty Company, Lipscomb 40, WKU 20, and we'll keep it here with 3:55 to go in this first half.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm a little surprised. I'm very surprised we're down 20, but if you watch how the game is being played, I mean, Lipscomb is just lighting it up right now. You have to think that they're not going to shoot this well the whole game. So the next thing is that the Lady Toppers are going to have to find a way to put the ball in the basket themselves. Only 20 points with 4 minutes to go. That's not kind of where you want to be, and especially shooting from the three-point line. We're not fouling as much as we've been in the past. That part is good, but we've got to somehow have to make a few shots ourselves. If I'm Coach Collins, and I mean he's a smart guy too, on their ball penetration with their point guards, I'm giving no help. I'm going to make them make layups. Their point guards on the inside. I'm not helping off any corner shots at all.
Lipscomb with 8 assists on 13 made baskets right now. And McGowan will walk at front court. Greeting her is Gilvin. She's out front on that zone. Lipscomb has the ball, and checking in for the first time will be Bowen. Bowen has the ball top of the key on the right wing for a three-pointer. That is perfect from Benson.
Good gracious. They just got back from Hawaii, and that was from Hawaii. That was at least 28 feet.
43-20. WKU down by 23. Savory on the left wing to the free throw line to the paint. In the corner to Gilvin. Gilvin now to Pitts, right at the key. Back to Savory. She'll launch from deep. She misses. Pulled down by Pitts. Back up inside. It's good. She's fouled. It counts. Sorrentino hit her, and Pitts laid it in.
And the other big thing is there's an excellent offensive rebound that time, but that's going to be number 2 on Sorrentino. So basically Lipscomb's best 2 players are now going to the bench, Sorrentino and Holcomb.
Pitch to the charity stripe. Made one, missed one. And this one is too long. Lipscomb has the rebound. Vincent pulls it down. He gets it in backcourt. Knocked away. There's Gilvin again. She gives it up to Savory. She lays it in.
That's our 6 points off 3 turnovers in the backcourt that's led directly to layups.
Another steal by Gilvin. 43-24. WKU down by 19. Cross-court baseball pass caught by Hurd to the top of the key now to Vincent. Vincent over in the right wing for a bomb. Bowen missing it. Fight for the rebound. Pulled down by Foster, and she's fouled by Lipscomb's Molly Hurd.
I think that's kind of what we want to do. We kind of want to get Lipscomb in a scramble, rush them a little bit that time. Now, in fairness, it helps to have their 2 best players out of the game as well.
Pearson in.
You'd like to see a little bit of a push right here. We got 2:46 left in the half, 43-24. It'd be, from the Lady Topper perspective, you get it to 10 or 12. That's kind of what your goal should be right now.
Lady Tops are down by 12 at the end of the first quarter, 27-15. There's a drive by Hayes to the left block, and she lays it up and in with the right hand from the left side.
She gets off her feet well, too.
43-26, backcourt pressure. Sia has the ball. Hayes will pick her up at half court. Lipscomb with a 17-point lead behind their terrific shooting. Sia over now in the left ring to Hurd. Goes deep in the corner. Ball faked by Vincent. Steps to her right. Throws it top of the key. Hayes knocked it away. Picked up by Sia at half court. She's double teamed by Hayes and Gilvin. She nearly falls over and back. She gives it up now to Pearson for a 10-footer just outside the lane on the right side. She misses, and Foster rebounds. Foster down the left sideline with left-handed dribble. Foster on the wing for a 3 by Savory.
Bang.
Swish!
9 in a row. 9 in a row that time. That's Hope Savory, and she can heat it up. And again, it looks like we got them in a little bit of a more of a rush, and that's exactly kind of how Western Kentucky wants to play.
Lady Tops first made 3. 43-29. Lipscomb ball. Hurd for the three, left of the key. Bullseye. She's hit one from the right corner. She's hit one from the left wing. That stops a streak of 9 in a row scored by Western Kentucky University.
She's a 6-foot freshman shooting 36%, 4 out of 11 from 3 going into the game, so she can make those.
Savory to the block in a double team. Outside the lane to Hayes. Lobs it inside to Foster, and she's fouled by Head. Team foul 5 on Lipscomb. Free throws for Western Kentucky University as they trail this game 46-29. 77 seconds left in the opening half.
And this is one of these key coaching moves right here. They put in Holcomb back in the game with 2 fouls. I always like doing that. I didn't have a problem with that, especially for a senior.
Right.
And I think sometimes games can get away from you by sitting your players, so they're going to roll the dice, but I think it comes down to a trust factor putting her back in the game.
Foster knocks down the free throw, 77% this year. Only time this season she's not scored in double figures was against Cornell. Had a tough game, went just 1 for 5 in that one. And the lefty flips it up and in. And it's now 46-31, Lipscomb by 15. Backward pass to Pearson. Gilvin on her, now to Sia under the rim. Sia tries to work at front court and lobs it over to the right side to Vincent. Vincent, foul line extended, crossing over into the paint. Knocked away and stolen by Hayes. Here comes Hayes. It's 1 against 4. And she'll wait for her teammates. She goes under the rim. She puts it up, and she's fouled by Sia. She sort of lulled Sia to sleep, John. I think she felt like she's going to give it up and throw it back out. She was the only lady topper ahead of the play, and she changed speeds and went right by her, and Sia fouled her.
Yeah, that's that hesitation, and you called it change of speeds. And a lot of players don't have that second gear, and that, you're right. You lured her to sleep and then went right by her and threw the foul.
Hayes rolls the free throw in. She's one of the quicker players I think the Lady Tops have had in recent years. Maybe like Alexis Govan kind of quickness.
She does, and plus she's got good hops too. She was 7 out of 8 from the free throw line going into tonight.
Hits her first and hits her second one. And Hayes just scored 8 points off the bench. WKU to within 13, 46-33. C in backcourt, guarded by Hayes, and she falls down and was accidentally tripped by Hayes.
Yeah, tough break. That just basically stepped on Hayes' foot.
First foul on Hayes, team foul 4. MedCenter Health's the official healthcare sponsor of Hilltop Athletics, getting you back to the things that are important to you are important to them. Sia guarded by Gilvin out front. Almost traveled. Cross-court pass to Leaping Holcomb. They come to double team her. Back to Sia. The point guard throws the ball into the left corner. It's a 1 dribble to the right and a jump shot in the air and down by Vincent.
Got gone. Again, this torrid shooting continues.
Pitt's front court foul line. Foster back out top now to Hayes. 48-33. Lipscomb by 15. In the paint, the Pitt squares up outside the lane on the right side to Savory for a three-pointer, and she drills it from deep in the right corner.
It's like a microwave. When she heats up, boy, she can really make shots.
48-36, 19 seconds are left. Lipscomb can hold for the final shot. Sia works it across the timeline against Gilvin. Sia to the free throw line, lobs it in the corner. The shot was faked by Pearson and a foul on Savory.
Yeah, and again, I think we made a defensive mistake on that penetration. We stepped up and we helped on the point guard, and right now I'm going to make the point guard make shots rather than dishing it open to teammates.
Well, John, she only averages 2 points a game. She has 32 assists and just 22 turnovers.
I mean, she wants to pass. She's a pass-first guard, and she's a good little player, but I'm going to make her make shots.
Pearson to the free throw line. She played in a high school that won 4 consecutive state championships in Overland Park, Kansas, and he makes her first free throw. She's a senior, averaging 7 a game with 8 rebounds, and that's good again. She hits a pair, and with 10 seconds left, it's 49-36 Lipscomb. Here's Hayes over to the right side to Savory. Goes up a pass inside to Hayes, and she's fouled by Sia. So Hayes goes back to the free throw line with 4.8 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, you can get it down to that 12 mark. I said 10 or 12, and got every opportunity to knock these two down, hopefully get a hold.
Here's Hayes to the free throw line for 8 points so far, averaging 7 a game. She's had either 3 or 4 field goals made this season in 3 of the Hilltopper four games, and the right-handed free throws up and in.
She's got a nice stroke. Yeah, she's hard to guard because she can knock that shot down, knock the three, and she can go by. That's why I think she's going to be a really good player.
Hayes hits a pair, 4.8 seconds to go. Lipscomb up 50-38. Here comes the half-court dribble and the heave by McGowan off the backboard from about 45 feet away. And the first half is over. Eddie and John with you. Sean's our producer tonight. Lady Tops trying to mount a comeback here. They were down 43-20 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. Now they've rallied to only cut it down by 12:50-38. Lady Tops on the road in Muncie in a few days on the second day of December. That's a Friday game against Ball State. Then back home against UALR, now known as Little Rock. And going back from the day when the Lady Tops were in the Sun Belt, I always like to watch the Lady Tops UALR games. I love the coach that the Trojans had. I don't know if he's still there. I've been away from the Sun Belt a little bit, but I thought he was a fantastic coach.
Yeah, and his name has completely slipped my mind, but you're exactly right. They've had some good teams, and I wish I could remember his name, but I like how they play.
Back in the days of the Sun Belt, I always enjoyed those trips to Little Rock. And one time I was down in the court, and someone says, "Hey, I want to introduce you to someone." And they introduced me to Goose Tatum, one of the Globetrotters, who had retired in Little Rock.
I thought you were going to say Bill Clinton, because his library's there.
He sure is, yeah. No, Goose Tatum.
The old Globetrotters.
Now, what kind of a style does Greg have? Does he usually start the same five that came out in the first half of the third quarter, or does he see how the flow went in the first half and then decide upon who's going to come out with in the second half?
Yeah, most of the time he'll start his original starters, but not always. This has been a good quarter. It's been our best quarter all year is the third quarter. Outscored them 78-63. I've always felt like the start of the third quarter is a big key to the game. We're down 12. And if the Lady Toppers score the first 6, now it's 6. If Lipscomb scores the first 6, it's 18. And you can see how those momentum shifts swing a lot. The good news is for Lady Toppers, you get the ball right here. And it looks like it's it's the same lineup to start of the game.
Meade will accept the inbounds pass from Gilbin, and we're underway. Lady Tops shooting to the basket off to our left here in the third quarter, and she'll quickly shoot a three. They didn't guard her, and she misses it. It's pulled down by Pearson on the backside for Lipscomb.
That's a kind of a quick shot right there off the screen and went under the screen. She took the three, just missed it.
Pearson left wing, McGowan cutting to the free throw line. Bounce pass comes over in the right corner to Holcomb. Holcomb back out, and McGowan top of the key. Looks over to Holcomb on the right wing, over to play that pass. Now Holcomb gets it deep, and Gilbin is on her player-to-player. Holcomb made every shot, 5 for 5 in the first half. She's on the right side against Gilbin. Looks to penetrate, dumps the pass to the free throw line to the post player Sorrentino. Gilbin knocked it away. She's everywhere, and Gilbin steals the ball. Gilbin now gives it up to Pitts. Pitts flying down to the free throw line, and she's fouled on the pass to the wing to Gilbin.
Gilbin just has great hands. And she's played at Sacred Heart, back-to-back state titleist, and she did not even average double figures in high school. I mean, she's just a tremendous defensive player.
First foul on Lipscomb this half. Lady Topper ball out of bounds. It'll be thrown in by Alexis Meade. She lobs it deep on the wing to Foster. Foster back out top of the key to Pitts, around and right to Gilbin. Gilbin has Vincent on her to Meade top of the key. Left side, Pitts driving baseline, left winner double team, and the ball knocked away, trying to get it back, goes out of bounds, and Lipscomb will have it. Pitts tried to sort of knife through that double team like a hot knife through a stick of butter, and lost the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, she's drawn a couple fouls doing that, but not that time.
Backward pass comes to Holcomb. Holds the ball above her head. A long cross-court pass is retrieved by Vincent. Now on the baseline, and Sorrentino misses the 14-foot jump shot, and Gilbin with a rebound. Gilbin now to Meade. Meade cross-courts it to Pitts in the right corner to Foster. She fakes a shot. She steps in. 14-footer around and out. Look good, didn't go. And a pushing foul on Lipscomb's McGowan as she shoved Meade into the basket support.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good shot fake. I mean, eventually you just got to make those shots. I mean, it was a great shot fake. Came to a jump stop, just missed the shot, but luckily got the foul on the rebound.
Foster just 1 for 5 this evening. She was only 1 for 5 in the day after Thanksgiving loss in Ithaca to Cornell. Maya Meredith will make the pass and lobs it deep to Foster on the left side. Pitts in the middle. Gilbin deep on the right. Lipscomb in the player-to-player. Here's Meredith top of the key. Shoots it from deep. It is online but short. Gilbin is blocked out nicely by Vincent, and here comes Lipscomb. They'll bring it front court, up by 12, past the free line. Foster got a hand on it. He goes in the corner to Pearson. She drops down low to Sorrentino. Jump pass cross court to Holcomb in the left corner. Holcomb passed up the jump shot out top to Sia, the point guard. Nice soft bounce pass on the right block to Sorrentino. Her hook shot's low on the board. She got it again. She missed it again. She's back up for a third time, and persistence pays off as she lays it in.
Yeah, it was good offense that time by Lipscomb. It ended with an offensive rebound.
52-38. Pitts quickly front court to Foster out top to meet for 25-footer on the rim and off. Lady Tops only 2 of 14 from deep today. See a long touchdown pass to Holcomb. Makes a catch in the right corner to Pearson. Pearson dribbles into the lane, went right around Meredith, laid it up. It's no good off the iron. Meredith with the rebound, gives it to Meade. Meade now running it from right to left. She's across the red towel in half court. Out top to Meredith, left side Gilvin. Gilvin looking right, throws that way to Pitts. Squares up, looks inside, deep on the right now to Meredith. Fakes left, comes right to the block. Went through a double team, missed it low on the iron with the right hand for the left side. And it's out of bounds to Lipscomb.
That's just where Maya right now just does not have that lift. The drive's there, just the lift right now just not there.
Yep.
It will come.
McBride is in. Blevins comes in for the Lady Tops.
0 for 6 to start the third quarter.
Here's a backcourt pass, and Hayes is in, and they double team C in backcourt. She throws a crazy lob pass, front court's retrieved by Holcomb. Out deep now to Vincent, and an accidental foul in the corner by the Lady Toppers, Blevins. She sort of lost her bounce, went over, and just ran right through Pearson.
Yeah, I'd say Macy got her money's worth with that one.
Wayne County High School superstar from years gone by wiped out a Lipscomb player in the corner.
All-time leading scorer at Wayne County.
7:27 to go here in quarter 3. We've only seen 2 points. Those 2 points from Lipscomb, so Lipscomb's up by 14 points. Lady Tops in the zone. Holcomb faked the jump shot. She drives baseline. Pass out front, tipped by Gilvin. It picked up by Sia. Her runner to paint up over the leaping Meredith is no good, and is pulled down by Blevins. Blevins down the right sideline. She's bumped and fouled by Sia. Team foul 3 on Lipscomb.
Well, this was the kind of the gap right now that the Lady Toppers needed. Lipscomb is not scoring. Unfortunately, we haven't scored a point in the third quarter.
7:11 to go in this third quarter. Blevins will make the inbounds pass over on the right side to Hayes. She was a spark plug in the first half. Tricker dribbles into the paint. She skid off. She's pinched. She shoots a hook shot and makes it. Holy moly. Hayes with a hook shot in the paint off the dribble.
I mean, she looks like the best player on the floor right now for the Lady Toppers. 13 points for the freshman.
52-40. Lady Tops down by 12. Vincent with the ball, brings it front court right in front of her bench. She's double teamed by Meredith and Blevins. She goes to Sia at the top of the key. Sia into the paint, dumps in the corner for a wide open look from Holcomb, and she buries it again.
Yeah, that's a mistake defensively. We moved up to help on the drive by the point guard, and you really want to fake at her and stay with the shooters.
Sia's only attempted 1 shot today, John.
And you don't want to leave Holcomb open.
Gilvin in the paint for her turnaround, missing the twisting and turning jump shot. She tips it backwards, and there's a foul on the floor. I believe it's on Lipscomb.
It's going to be on Holcomb, too. It's her third. And that's all Gilvin. That's a good move by Gilvin. She missed the shot, but she got the rebound as well, and that's going to be Holcomb's third foul, and she's going to come out. She's not happy.
Who wouldn't be when when you're perfect for the field? You want to stay out there.
That's exactly right. She has got some a little bit of fire, to say the least. I like it.
She has a vision of a 30-point game here tonight. Blevins fakes left, goes right to the block. She's cut off, comes deep on the wing to Hayes out top for an open 3 by Savori, and it's off to the right side, and Sia tracks it down.
That's a great look. Wide open 3 from the top.
Sia now, 30-foot pass front court. Hayes picked it off. Hayes to Savori in the middle. She dribbles by Sia. She goes cross court to Hayes. Hayes to the foul line in the paint. Nice underhand flip to McBride, who makes the catch. Now she's cut off. McBride throws a bad pass, and it's stolen, and McBride out of frustration fouls Pearson.
Yeah, that's a weak pass that time.
Sort of a weekend sort of pass from a strong player.
That's correct. Strong player, just not a lot on that one.
55-40. Lipscomb by 15 points. Hayes in backcourt, crowding McGowan. McGowan now with a left-handed dribble against Hayes. Over here in the front court on the left side to Bowman. She played sparingly, had 1 shot in the first half. She's out of Indiana. Usually Indiana players are good shooters. She's not played much this year. McGowan driving from the left side, banks it up off the window with a right hand. McGowan, she's a very good penetrator.
She has played well, the Murray transfer.
57-40. Lady Tops now down by 17 points. Blevins over the right side to Hayes behind the 3-point line. Lobs it left side to Gilvin. The slender player dribbles into paint and stumbled, and she's fouled in a reach-in play. And Gilvan will draw a foul on Pearson, and that's team foul 4 on Lipscomb. One more, and Lady Tops shooting free throws with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the third quarter, and that could be a big key here.
Absolutely.
Actually, it's a 15 foul. So free throws here with 5:18 to go, and the Lady Tops are shooting free throws the remainder of this quarter.
And when you're down, that's exactly what you do. You know, you want that down 17. Score when the clock is stopped is one of the ways you get back into the game.
Gilvan's attempted only 3 free throws this year, making 2 of them, and that one is perfect. It's her 5th point.
It's another reason why I think she's going to be I think she can be a good scorer, good shooter. If you just watch her rotation and release, she's got good rotation, good form. It should eventually carry over with confidence. And I didn't jinx her either.
Nope. I don't believe in the announcers, Jinx.
I'm glad. I really don't either, to be honest with you.
I'm always tickled when fans will go to another room or, feeling like by them making an adjustment as to maybe not watching the game or going somewhere else that will change what the outcome on the field or the court. Backcourt pressure. Savory guarding McGowan. McGowan lost the ball off the dribble because of the tight player-to-player defense from Hope Savory.
Yeah, I think from the Lipscomb perspective, they probably wanted that bump, but we'll take it.
It'll be Hayes to walk it across the timeline. Hayes with 13 points. McBride topping. He hands it back to Hayes. Now to Savory, right at the key to the foul line. On the right wing, now to Blevins to the baseline. She's cut off deep to Savory. She fires it and misses low on the iron. The ball hits the deck. It's retrieved by Blevins of WKU. Blevins bouncing across court. Retrieved by Faustiner to Hayes for a bomb on the left. In and out. Look good. Didn't go. Rebound Blevins in the paint. She gives a left-hand scoop shot. She shot it long. McBride rips it down for the Lady Tops to Savory on the wing. She goes around the player, and Pearson fouled her as she put up the shot. 2 free throws now for Hope Savory.
Yeah, it was 4 offensive rebounds on that possession right there.
4 minutes, 36 seconds left, quarter 3. Hope Savory will be shooting free throws after this commercial timeout. And it is brought to you as always by Tartar Realty. The Tartar Realty Company, serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. Lady Tops still have a hole to dig out of. Lipscomb leads at 57-42, 40-36 to go in the third. This is Lady Topper basketball from Learfield. Savory has made her first free throw. Hey, be sure to tune in every Monday night on 100.7 FM from 6 to 7 for the Great Collins Coaches Show. Live from Roosters. Roosters, a fun, casual joint. Savory is off to the right on that one. It's tipped up no good, and it's pulled down by Vincent. Lipscomb by 14 points, 57-43. Holcomb back in with 3 fouls. He's deep in the corner. Pass on a wing, batted away from Hayes. Trying to find Molly Hurd with the pass. Hurd off the bench with 13 first half points for Lipscomb. She only averages 4 per game.
Yeah, they've got a really good mixture of seniors and freshmen. I kind of like their mixture.
McGowan, low to Sorrentino. Jump pass comes right side to Holcomb. Gives it up in the corner to Vincent. Now back to Holcomb. Dribbles to the left block.
Wow.
Puts it up with the left hand over the outstretched arm of McBride and lays it in.
7 out of 7. Still has not missed a shot.
59-43. Lady Tops down by 16 points. Faustina working her way into the paint. Goes all the way to the free throw line to the left block. That gives to McBride for a set shot. She shot it long, but a foul on Holcomb. And, John, that's her 4th foul as she blocked out and fouled Savory.
That's our only way we've stopped her is when she's out of the game. They've got to take her out now. I mean, I like playing players in foul trouble, but you can't keep her out up 16 in the third quarter.
So she will leave with 3 minutes and 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Holcomb is out. And she leaves with
you think her
18.
You think her dad, who was a star at Middle, kind of gave her a little pep talk between the rivalry between Middle and Western?
I would think, yes. Savory again makes it for many years. And in fact, up until last year, Holcomb was on the radio broadcast at MTSU.
Okay.
He's her color man. Here's McGowan, guarded by Savory in backcourt. Lady Tops down, 59-44. Bouncing it to Sorrentino, left to the key. I like that Vincent. She has the ball. They get on her. She's hitting some 3s and 2s. Behind her now to Hurd. Hurd guarded by Hayes. Hayes cutting off a dribble. She goes into the paint. She's much taller than Hayes, and she forces a foul on Hayes. Yeah,
that's the other thing. You look at Lipscomb right now. They got 4 players on the floor that are 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2" range.
McGowan will trigger it in from the baseline. 20 on the shot clock for Lipscomb. Bison's up by 15, 59-44. They've never trailed. Hurd makes a catch in between the circles on half court against Hayes. Over down the left side. She thinks about it, and she'll shoot it from deep. Benson missed everything but the board, but Sorrentino gathers it up and missed that wide open layup. Gets it again. Heaves it up wildly, and it goes in, and she's fouled. So she misses the easy one and then flings in one with her all over her arms.
Yeah, it's the old Moses Malone. Help your offensive rebound. Missed the gimme and then rebound, put it back in, and then gave a little.
I love Moses.
Then gave a little shimmy at the end.
Sorrentino from Palm Bay, Florida. Played 8 games at Ole Miss and transferred to Lipscomb, and she makes the free throw. Sorrentino with the 11.
She's the one player that does a lot of the dirty work on the inside.
62-44. Lady Tops down by 18 points. They had it within 12 at halftime. Hayes between the circles and half court. Sorrentino's on her right, Blevins on her left. Is a top of the key for a Foster three, and it's off to the left side, but she's knocked down and fouled. You mentioned Sorrentino does the dirty work. Well, she roughed up Foster after that attempted three-pointer at the top of the key, and Foster, let's see if they give her 3 free throws on the shot or 2 free throws following the shot.
I think they're going to give her 2 on the ground, and that's 3 on Sorrentino.
Holcomb with 4, Sorrentino with 3. Foster has made both of her free throws. That's short. Lady Tops 5 of 7 this quarter from the free throw line. Eyes it, flies it, makes it. Foster with 5 at 62-45. Lipscomb by 17 points during the 3-minute mark of the quarter. McGowan in backcourt. Savory making it rough for her to bring it across the timeline in this player-to-player defense. McGowan now run it right into Sorrentino. Pick. She gets over the pick defensively to Savory. Then McGowan penetrates and misses. It's rebounded by Foster. McGowan falls down. It's a 5-on-4. Hayes to foul on deep in the wing for a Blevins 3. No good. Foul line rebound knocked away and retrieved by Lipscomb. Benson brings it down.
It's a really good shot, and Macy's a really good shooter. She just really struggling right now to make a 3.
Last year she made 46 threes. This year, through 5 games, she's only made 3. Moving screen out front on Lipscomb. Was that on Benson? I believe so. And coming in for WKU will be Pitts. 5 points for Pitts. Savory is out, and we have a timeout. We're in the third quarter. Lipscomb has led it since the very beginning, and right now Lipscomb's up by 17 points at 62-45, and we have 2.5 minutes left to go in quarter 3. It's a Tartar timeout. Tartar Realty Company, serving Warren and surrounding counties for more than 60 years. This is Lady Topper basketball from Learfield. We'll show the world you're a Hilltopper fan by picking up the WKU debit card from many of their locations. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lady Top basketball in the half court, trailing 62-45. WKU's been outshot and outscored from the three-point line by 24 points here in this game. They've only made 2 out of 20. Shot clock at 4. Left side Foster on the wing. Dibbles at a baseline, throws up a prayer on the run, and it's an air ball and a shot clock violation. Lipscomb went to a zone and confused them.
Yeah, it's good coaching move. They've played very little zone, and sometimes you see coaches mix that up off timeouts, and they switch to zone, and we never really reacted to it.
McGowan hounded in backcourt by Meade. We have 1:53 to go in quarter 3. Lipscomb up 62-45. Lipscomb entering the game at 3-3. Lady Tops are 1 up and 3 down. They'll be at Ball State Friday. Corner 3 knocked in from Hurd. She has 16 points off the bench, and right now Lipscomb is 11 of 17 from distance.
She only averages 4 a game. Of course, she's a freshman though, but man, she's got a nice looking stroke as well.
Stands 6 feet tall. She's out of Maryland. It's 65-45. There's Hayes between the circles against the zone. Leaves it to Blevins, left to the key. Lobs it to head. Touch pass of beauty to Foster, and she lays it in.
That was a great pass that time. That time Alexi got inside that. It was a 3-2 zone and got inside to it, and everything came down, caught in the air, and dished off.
Me trying to steal the ball in backcourt. She's called for a foul. Lady Tops down by 18 points right now. 65-57. Second personal on Meade. Levins will leave. Meredith is back in. And that is team foul 5. So Lipscomb will be shooting free throws for this evening. 4 out of 5. The Lady Tops are 13 for 20. McGowan has scored 7. She averages 9. 5'7" sophomore out of Murfreesboro.
I think she's played sneakily well.
She sure has.
Her and Sia are kind of rotating at the point guard position, and McGowan has had more minutes tonight than Sia. She's a strong guard.
And a good penetrator.
Good penetrator, strong.
Makes her first free throw. Second one airborne and in. And McGowan has a 9-point game, and Lipscomb's up by 20, 67-47. Here's Meredith in front court against the zone. Out top to Hayes, bouncing it right side to Meade. Meade cross courts it to Pitts, left of the key. Over now to Meade, everything right now in the perimeter. Left side to Hayes. At the foul line is Meredith, can't get it in. Long pass on the right side, a good catch by Foster. Shot clock's at 6. Foul line to Pitts. She bounces low to Meade. She caught the ball under the basket and lays it in.
Great pass by Pitts. 3-2 zone is open in the middle, and that's where eventually got the ball inside to Pitts, and then a nice dump down to Meade.
67-49. Lipscomb up by 18 with the possession. 22 on the shot clock. 25 on the game clock. And it's McGowan guarded by Pitts. They spread the court. McGowan will go one-on-one against Pitts out front. Nobody else around him. Now comes Sorrentino to set a pick. She will run her in the pick from right to left. McGowan goes to the left block. She scoops, puts it up. It's good. She's fouled. It counts. And once again, she beats the Toppers with penetration.
Yeah, she rejected that time, the ball screen that time by Sorrentino. Rejected and went left, and she is just sneaky with the ball. Not overly quick, but very smart. Out of Murfreesboro, got out of Middle Tennessee. You would think maybe Middle may have won her. She went to Murray last year, but she's a nice player.
Makes an old-fashioned three-point play and puts Lipscomb up 70-49. Here's Meade to the left block. We have 5 seconds to go in the quarter. Out top for the Foster three. It's off to the right side, no good. Sorrentino rebounding, holding on to it, and the third quarter is over. And Lipscomb has a commanding lead after 3. Lipscomb leading 70-49. Back with the fourth quarter. This is Hilltopper basketball from Learfield. Lipscomb outscored the Lady Tops by 12 in the first, deadlocked in the second, outscored it by 9 in the third, so it's a 21-point Lipscomb lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Got a long way to go.
Holcomb guarded by Gilvin out top. She's on the edge of the red towel. Holcomb has been special today. Pass goes to on the right baseline to Bowen, and a cross-court pass to Hurd, who travels after the catch.
Well, if the Lady Toppers have any hope of getting back in this game, and they're down 21, it's not impossible, but not likely. Got to start making some shots.
Meredith on the left side, Foster out front, right wing Gilvin. Looks inside to Meredith, top of the key to Pitts, shoots the three, swish!
Well, there's a first start right there. First three outside of Hope Savari.
A South Central Bank three from Pitts. Lady Tops 3 of 22 from three-point land tonight.
Compared to 11 of 17 by the Bison.
70-52. Holcomb guarded tightly by Head on the perimeter. Lobs it to Sorrentino at the top of the key. Cutting back towards Hurd, not open. Hands it off now to Bowen. She's in the paint, goes to the free throw line. Back for the three by Hurd, off to the left, no good. Good block out by Meredith off the bigger Sorrentino. And a foul was on Bowen for reaching in and hacking Foster across the forearms.
Yeah, I was going to say that the same thing. That was a really good box out. Sorrentino's a really good offensive rebounder.
Averaging 18 and 8 this year. 6'2" out of Florida. Meade runs it front court to Foster. Now back to Meade on the edge of the red towel.
Staying in the zone, they just moved to a 2-3 rather than a 3-2.
Meredith out front. Gilvin on the right wing. Back to Maya. Top of the key. Lobs left side to Head. Down in the corner. Shot was faked by Pitts. Pitts back to the wing. Deep now to Gilvin. Lipscomb in the zone. Back on the wing to Meredith. Shot clock at 10. High bounce pass comes in low to Pitts outside the lane on the left side. Fakes left, comes right. Whistle. Foul on the floor on Sorrentino. And that is her fourth, I believe.
Yep. Got her on the hand check that time. So it's now 4 on her and 4 on Holcomb.
8:27 left in the game. Diana Sala is in, averages less than 1 point a game. 6'3" junior out of Dearborn, Michigan. And there's a break in the action with 8 minutes and 27 seconds left to go in this basketball game from Diddle Arena. Lipscomb 70, Lady Tops 52. It's a Tartar timeout. Back with more. This is Lady Topper basketball from Learfield.
I thought that was an interesting timeout by Coach Collins, just a minute and a half into it. I think he wants to draw something up to score instantly off off this timeout.
They lob it to Gilvin. She puts it up, but she missed it off the front of the iron in the lane. Well, good play. Gilvin was open, missed the shot. Rebounded by Sala, and the pass is kicked in backcourt, and Lipscomb will get it.
Yeah, they ran a little back screen and just kind of lobbed it up there, and Josie can make that. Not an easy shot, catch in the air and lay it in, but that was makeable.
Lady Tops pressuring backcourt. Meade will be guarding Sia, who's back in at point guard. Sia, muscular guard, much like McGowan. They split time at the point guard. McGowan more of a scorer than Sia. Sia backing up near half court against Meade. Gilvin coming over to help. Observing right side of McGowan. They're both in the game at the same time now. And McGowan throws up a shot on the run for the foul line and misses it. And as she tiptoes on the baseline, Pitts brings the ball down to Meade. 30-foot pass front court to Gilvin. On left block, she's bumped by Sia and fouled.
That was a smart play that time by Gilvin. Just took it right into her body, drew the foul. Going to get 2 shots.
That is 4 fouls on Sia. She is the third starter that has picked up 4 fouls for Lipscomb. Gilvin shooting 2. She's made 2. 2 baskets, 2 free throws. Gilvin has scored 6. He's averaging 3.5. Played on the state championship teams at Sacred Heart back-to-back years. And she'll take a deep knee bend and make the free throw.
Well, down to 17. Make this down to 16. Set your press up. And again, with Lipscomb's best players on the bench right now, it's not out of the question.
70-54 after Gilvin hits a pair. Gilvin in backcourt crawling McGowan. She reaches in, didn't get the steal. McGowan gives it up now on a soft little roller over here to Vincent. Vincent's been terrific as well, shooting the ball today. Bouncing it back now to McGowan, left of the key against Meade. She penetrates into the paint. She throws it up on a run, and the Lady Tops bailed her out. Very high degree of difficulty on that shot, but they fouled her, and McGowan goes back to the free throw line. She's already shot 4 and made 4 from there.
Yeah, that's the shot you kind of want her to take. It's one of those kind of tough runners from the side angle, but you're right, bailed her out, puts her on the line.
This Lipscomb team has only picked 7th in the Atlantic 10. I have not followed that league, at least just reading and watching from a distance, not been involved in that league. I would assume that they may be better than that.
Well, they were only 10 and 20 last year, so their record wasn't very good, but they didn't have Sorrentino, and she's a big addition. And these freshmen they've got, I think they're going to be a real factor in the A-Sun. McGowan
missed the first, made the second one. It's a 17-point lead for Lipscomb, 71-54. Meade cross courts it to Gilvin, throws it inside. Nice catch inside by Foster, and she made the catch and laid it in.
Yeah, she had the mismatch on Sia, and Sia cannot foul with 4.
It's now 71-56. Western Kentucky within 15 with 7:05 to go here in the basketball game. McGowan out high, one-hand bounce pass right side to Sia. Cross courts it to Vincent, back to McGowan. Fumble the ball, got it back between the circles. On her tightly is Gilvin. Great defense from Gilvin. She nearly traveled. She bounces the ball to Vincent at the foul line. Back out front, pass tipped away, picked up by Pitts. Lady Tops forced the turnover. Pitts lobs it to Foster in the left block. One dribble, frees herself up for an open layup, and she lays it in. And the Lady Tops are down by 13 now. And there's a timeout on the floor with 6:41 to go.
Yeah, a little mini run. I think it's a good timeout, a 30-second timeout by Lipscomb. Try to stop that run, and plus, I think another good coaching move, they're going to put Holcomb back in the game. I think it's a smart play by the coach of Lipscomb.
Each team down now to 1 timeout remaining, and we have 6:41 to go in this second half. John, let everyone know about the unusual coaching tandem that Lipscomb has on the bench.
Yeah, the husband-wife team. Wife, the head coach. Coach Lauren Sumsky, this is her 3rd year. And married to her husband. They both came in together. You see that some, the first game of the year against Vanderbilt. Shay Ralph, head coach at Vanderbilt, married to her husband. You see that, obviously, I don't know of any of that in the men's game, but you do see that some in the women's game.
Lauren Sumsky was an All-American player at Rhodes College, and she coached her alma mater. In 3 years at her alma mater, she was 73-20 as a head coach.
And she was a guard in college, I do know that, and her guards are playing quite well.
McGowan in backcourt, head on her. Lady Tops to within 13. They were down by 12 at halftime. McGowan with a head down dribble, brings it forward court and hands it off down to Reichman to Holcomb, back in with 4 fouls. Holcomb to the top of the key, lobs it inside. It's retrieved there by Collier. First time she's been in the game. Outside, the shot was missed on the left wing by Vincent. Rebounded by Pitts. Pitts down the middle to Meredith. Meredith ahead of the free throw line in front court. She now peels backwards with a dribble and goes left side to Meredith. Meredith, top of the key, now to head. Over in the left wing, right wing rather, to Foster. Takes a handoff, steps in, deep now to Gilvin. Gilvin, right of the lane, cut off, shot clock at 12. Deep to head, lobs it cross court, left wing to Meredith. Shot clock at 9. Meredith penetrating to the baseline, rising and firing. Shot was blocked by Hurd, picked up by Hurd on the baseline.
Yeah, that's just where right now Maya just does not have that lift that she will have eventually.
Hurd to the right block, all the way down from coast to coast. She was bumped and fouled. She missed the shot, but she'll shoot two.
I've been very impressed with Molly Hurd. 6-foot freshman, but she's strong. She doesn't look like a freshman. I mean, she is strong. And I guess what surprised me, just watching Lipscomb live, I've watched them on tape a couple times, is their size. I mean, to have as many 6-footers that can play on the perimeter. A lot of the Power 5 conferences don't put 4 6-footers out on the floor at one time, and they do.
Hurd misses her first free throw. Lipscomb by 13, 71-58, 5:50 left. Hurd played varsity basketball 5 years, and in each season, her high school won the state championship in Maryland, and she makes that free throw, and it's 72-58. When you look at the roster for Lipscomb, a number of their players have been on highly successful basketball programs in high school.
That's a good recruiting angle. They're winners.
Hayes deep, bounce past Blevins at the free throw line. Backs up against the defense from Vincent. Gets it now to head, top of the key. Right wing Hayes. Hayes trying to throw a pass inside against the zone. Goes deep to head. Back on the wing to Hayes. Shot clock at 10. Lobs it inside the double team. Caught by Pitts. Top of the key to Gilvin. Fake the shots. Goes in the lane for a 12-footer.
Good move.
And it rattles home.
Good shot fake. Pull up that time by Gilvin.
It's 72-60. Lady Tops down by 12. 5:17 left. This is as close as they have been since it was halftime. And it'll be in the hands now of Holcomb. Holcomb has yet to miss a shot. 7 shots, 7 makes, 4 of them threes, but she also has 4 fouls. She comes to the free throw line and she's in the paint. She runs it up with the right hand with the left side and she lays it in.
Yeah, tough move. Hesitation. Now she's 8 out of 8.
74-60, Lipscomb by 14. Gilvin lobs it inside the Pitts on the right block. She's triple team. Dribbles it back in the corner. They're still on her tightly. She goes into Blevins and makes a catch in the paint. Her left-handed hook shot is low on the iron and is pulled down by Pearson of Lipscomb. They double team Pearson in backcourt. She throws a crazy pass. It's going to be picked up by Vincent though at half court, and she bounces it nicely to McGowan in the front court of the left wing, right in front of her. Vincent Lipscomb's in their offense, and they'll try to slow it down a little bit and work some clock. McGowan over in the right wing. Hands it off to Holcomb. Holcomb going to the top of the key, behind a screen by Collier. Shoots a 3 and misses it. Her first miss of the game, but Holcomb retreats to the free throw line.
It was right on target. We had the perfect angle. Looked like it was going in.
Here's Vincent right at the key. Dribbles right on Blevins. Spins into the paint and nice lay it up and in.
Great move that time. And then spin move on the inside. That's just using their size.
76-60. Lipscomb reasserting themselves again. They're back up by 16 points. Here's Blevin out to get the zone. Over to Hayes. Back to Blevins on the right. Fakes the jumper. Pass in the corner, knocked away by Collier, and she saves it nicely. That's the freshman who played at Innsworth for former Lady Topper head coach Mary Taylor Cowles, and she picks up the steal. 3.5 minutes to go in the game, and Lipscomb's in total control with a 76-60 lead. Holcomb has the ball out front against Gilvin, dribbles to the free throw line in the lane, lobs it in the right corner to Pearson, back on the wing for a bomb by McGowan, and it's perfect.
That was a good ball movement that time. It was a penetration to the corner and then a quick reversal to the wing, and that's great offensive execution.
3 minutes and 10 seconds are left. Foul is on Lipscomb's Vinson as Gilvin was dribbling, and that's team foul 4 on the Bison. I'd like to let you know about Hill's Pet Nutrition, proud to feed Hilltopper fans' pets with science-led nutrition. Trust the Hill standard and go Tops. There's Blevins to throw it in bounds. She has scoreless this evening, and she really needs to find that shot again, doesn't she?
Yes, she really does. She's really struggling. I think a lot of it just confidence. There's a 3.
She found it. Deep on the right wing. They backed up and let her shoot it, and Blevins drains it for a South Central Bank 3.
Well, she hasn't forgotten how to shoot. You know, sometimes it just comes down to confidence, and just seeing one go in does a lot for that.
79-63. Lady Tops down by 16 points. In half court is Holcomb. Holcomb to the top of the key. 2:35 to go in the game. It's off the knee of Vincent. She retrieves it right in front of us. Shot clock is at 10 as they spread the court. She dribbles to the foul line, goes in the corner to Holcomb. Takes a shot on Hayes, comes baseline, cut off by Hayes. Back in the corner for a three, and Vincent hits a fall-away three. And Lipscomb's up 82-63. In the corner, Faustino shoots a three and shoots an air ball, was short. Pearson rebounding with 2:10 to go. Here's Holcomb deep on the left as they spread the court and work the clock down. Hayes is on Holcomb. Holcomb's missed only one shot the entire game. Between the legs dribbled by Holcomb. Now to the top of the key. Over on the right wing with it. Holcomb leads in the corner to Pearson. She dribbles into the right baseline area. Back now to Holcomb. Three on the shot clock. She steps left. She comes right. Her shot was blocked by Hayes. And the shot clock expires. It's Lady Topper basketball backcourt.
She is a impressive player, I'll be honest with you. Holcomb got her shot blocked that time at the end of the shot clock, but she is a confident player.
We've reached our final Tartar Realty timeout of the game. It's 82-63 Lipscomb. There's only $1:42 to play here at Diddle. This is Lady Topper basketball from Learfield. WKU ball front court, down by 19. Savory missing a right wing three. Climbing the glass is Foster. Hooks it inside for a pass to Savory, but it's stolen by the 6'2" post player Sorrentino. Lipscomb ball backcourt. Holcomb across the timeline. $1:20 to go. Now in the hands of Holcomb again. Lady Topper basketball brought to you by SA Recycling. Find them online, sarecycling.com. SA Recycling, where they crush the competition. Holcomb to the baseline left. Bounces it to, like that was Holcomb rather. Got the feed from McGowan, and Holcomb lays it in. Good pass from McGowan. It's 84-63 Lipscomb.
Yeah, gives her 22.
1 minute to go. Blevins right side, missing a three from the wing. McGowan rebounding.
And
no backcourt foul. Yep. Oh, a cramp, I believe. McGowan has a cramp. Grabbing her left calf, falling to the floor.
Yeah, she cramped up on the other end briefly, and she's played a lot of minutes tonight. I mean, I don't know if she normally plays that many minutes. She's close to 24, 25 minutes, and she's handled the ball against that pressure the whole night. She's played really well.
So McGowan on her back right now as they stretch out that left leg, and boy, that brings back bad memories.
Me too. I've woken up with that, and it is. And once you get them, I mean, it takes a while to get rid of them.
On the road in Muncie, Indiana, against Ball State. And that'll be on Friday. What kind of a program has Ball State had over the years, John?
Well, a good program. You know, it's another MAC school, and I like the MAC. I think the MAC has a really solid conference. So, right now with the Lady Toppers, they've got to. I don't think it really matters right now who they play. We've got to fix what we're doing.
Pass in backcourt, comes into Holcomb. She's down at her hands and knees, sliding around, no travel. Gives it up to Pearson, deep in the corner, a foul. Holcomb will pick up two knee burns, one on each kneecap for that hustle play.
Yeah, and that's, if I'm Lipscomb up 21 with 44 seconds to go, I'm probably not going to have Holcomb in the game, to be honest with you.
Time for our on-fire player of the game, brought to you by Soki Fire Protection. Call your Southern Kentucky experts today, 270-418-2705. Casey Hayes, 13 points off the bench tonight. Big spark plug for the Lady Tops.
Yeah, I think the two freshmen for Western Kentucky played really well.
Here's Pearson, guarded tightly by Faustino, that throws through the legs of Sia, and there's a pile up right on the red towel with Holcomb on the floor again with Savory. 34 seconds are left. And it's WKU possession. Savory will take the ball and dribble across the timeline. Foster out high, lobs it back to Savory on the right wing to the right baseline. Fires a bullet to Hayes for a three on the left wing, and it's perfect.
Give her 16. Good pass that time to Hope Savory as well.
84-66. Hayes coming averaging 7.5 a game. It's her third time she's had more than 10. She's had 11 in one game, 10 in one game, and here she has her freshman career high of 15 points. WKU kicks the ball out of bounds and back. Over 23 seconds left. Lipscomb winning 84-66. Benson dumping it into Holcomb. Hayes reaches in and fouls her. That is team foul 4. One more, and Lipscomb will be shooting free throws. Benson will make the pass again from the baseline, unable to move. Looking, goes backward to Holcomb against Hayes. She picks up her dribble. She lost it. She gives it now in backcourt to Vincent. Vincent cross courts it to Pearson on the left baseline. She will not shoot it. There are 10 seconds to go. Out now at half court to Sia. And Lipscomb's going to run up the clock and improve their record to 4-3. And the Lady Toppers will fall now at the outset of the season to 1 up and 4 down. And it's a Lipscomb win. They've led this one from the very beginning, John. WKU got it to within 12 at half. Fell behind by 20 again in the second half. Proudly they get it to 12 once again.